This one here, you get to select any speed you want.
Please don't go too fast.
There you go.
No.
It's counting you down.
It's gonna start moving, Mum.
There you go.
Oh, that's too slow.
No, Mum.
Give it a chance.
Give it a minute.
Give it a minute.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Please don't fall off.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Slow down, slow down.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna do it.
And that's
I'ma do it.
And that's an hour for me.
And you do an hour.
So I do, half an hour there, an hour and a half on there.
Mother!
I'm Nathan and I'm a quad wheelchair tennis player.
Okay, and he has been sponsored by the Starr Trust. When did you apply first to the Starr Trust?
So I applied to the Starr Trust first in 2014 when I was wheelchair racing, and they funded my first ever custom-made racing chair. And then I applied to them again when I just had an injury and I had to switch sports to wheelchair tennis in January 2022. So no, it was earlier than that. It was in 2021. Sorry. And they funded me this year.
Yeah, and so your mum has just told me you just returned from what country?
I've just returned from Turkey. I did 3 tournaments out there, and I was a lot more competitive this time. Competing internationally is a huge step up because I've only just started, but I'm confident that I will make the progress that I need to make in the coming year because I've made so much progress already.
So you see, these are the sort of projects that the Starr Trust get up to. They help real people with helping them to achieve their dreams. So today we are here. Now guys, you know, at the beginning of the video you saw I came back here months and months ago chatting to Rob about what he was going to do. Well, today he completes that challenge. So we are all here to surprise Rob as he comes in all sweaty, but full of energy, and we're so pleased. So we'll be filming Rob as he enters, but I just wanted you to meet Nathan because sometimes it's difficult to put a true face to a charity. Charities talk about what they do, but sometimes you don't actually see the people who benefit from this. And this, I want to introduce you to Nathan because Nathan's been benefiting for years, and it's just a wonderful thing. So sit back and wait. Let's wait for Sweaty Rob to arrive. Rob's family approached me back in, I think it was 2005. And they said they wanted to bring Rob and his sister wanted to bring his father down to my restaurant for a cooking experience. I had started doing this cooking experience, and I think it was it your brother-in-law as well?
Yeah, my brother-in-law.
And your brother-in-law, it was the two of them.
Yeah.
And it was so nice. What we did is they arrived at the restaurant. We were at the big house then. And I took them downstairs into the kitchen, hooked them up with some chefs. And I said, you know what, guys? Y'all gonna do the cooking. And I don't think your dad... And your dad looked at me and he was like...
No, he did the drinking.
No, he did.
He did the...
he did the cooking. Because he was like, he said, are you sure? And I said, yes. And he got in, he made your jambalaya.
Yeah.
He made the jambalaya, they made cornbread, we made key lime pie, we had catfish. We had a soul food extravaganza. And I'm going to stick a year. Within a year, I got the sad news that Rob's dad had passed away. And I don't know, but I felt it. I really did, Rob, because
he had that effect on me.
he had this effect. You're a chip off the old block. I'm telling you now, because your dad had this smile and just this jolliness of spirit.
He was just, everyone loved him.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy.
He was what you call a proper gent.
He was a proper gent.
He was a proper gent.
So I went to the bank and I borrowed £20,000, and I convinced the bank to lend me, not telling them that my business was going under.
Yeah.
But the plan was to buy new computers and new desks, and all that, save the business, because I needed it.
Yeah.
I needed it for me. My mum needed me to better pick up her bills. My sister needed the business. We all needed my business. So
exactly. And your family, and your wife, and child.
Important I did this. So I'm sitting at my desk, the money's in my account, and I'm looking at computers and desks and stuff, what I need to buy to save it. And this guy came in to see me, and I almost didn't see him because I was far too important and busy to meet someone I didn't know. And I was told, he knew your dad. So you think, now I do feel daft.
Yeah, yes.
So he came up and he spent about an hour with me, telling me how wonderful Dad was. The guy was in his 60s, I guess. Martin, I don't know his surname, but how wonderful Dad was. And, and I comforted him on his loss.
Right.
And after about an hour,
on the loss of your dad.
Of my dad.
Yes.
After about an hour of sort of, he was about to leave. I said, I'm curious because Dad was my best friend, and I don't know who you are.
Right.
So what was that? You told me how wonderful he was and how he inspired you. But what was your relationship to Dad? And he said, I was your dad's window cleaner for many years.
Oh, Rob, don't make me cry.
So I phoned up my wife. Got up shower and I was like, do we have a window cleaner? And she was like, yeah. I was like, that's nice. What's his name? She said, he's the window cleaner. And you know what? I sat there and I thought that was the difference between me and Dad.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not now, but others can judge that. But certainly then, it made me realise Dad's superpower was making people feel important. And it's scoring towns there with my dad's name on it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Crazy. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. And we then spent a year looking for young people to give the money away to. What I hadn't expected, and this was the curveball, was that while I was giving the money away, the bank's money, by the way. Yes. I'm not paying it back.
Exactly.
While I was giving their money away, I didn't pick up on the fact that people were running marathons and giving us the money.
Oh, right.
Families we were helping.
Yeah.
And people were going on bike rides. People were holding a barn dances and cake sales. And we got to the end of the year, and I was so thrilled all the money's gone and I can get back to my normal life. Yeah. And all of a sudden we had this bank of money, which wasn't mine, so I couldn't keep it. So we had to give it away because it was like, where's this come from? Yeah. So I formed the Starr Trust charity with the intention of simply helping young people be the best they can be. Yeah. Simple as that. Yeah. Give them what my dad gave me, which isn't about, we give out grants, but Dad's gift to me wasn't money, as we know. It was that sitting on my shoulder telling me. Encouragement. Telling me I can do whatever I want to do in life, and I'm capable of being the best I can be, and the answer is yes. And I wanted to give that away. Yes. So we set up the Starr Trust and started giving away money. Life being as it is, the moment I started to do all this wonderful stuff, I landed two of the biggest insurance deals I've ever had in my 15 years. That's what happens. Because that's what happens, right? And therefore, I said, well, I can cover the running costs of the charity now. Yeah. So people started to work for us. We built a small team up, and so now where we are. Jump forward 15 years. Wow. The Starr Trust is one of the most respected charities in the city, I'd imagine. I think it's one of the most respected ones in the country if it gets that kind of thing, but it most definitely is in the city here of Brighton. Do you have a number on how many? Well, you know what? You asked the right question. Give me some of that. Because you asked the question, how many? In other words, how many children we've helped. Children. Yeah. Most people ask how much money we've helped. Oh, no. Who cares about that? I ain't even thinking about the money, because as far as I'm concerned, there's some kids get a $5 each, and you help the child. Yeah. I would do anything to have my dad back. We'll take that as the baseline, right? Yeah. Because he was my best friend. Yeah. And the world went a bit darker when he left. Yeah. So I'd do anything to get him back. But if I got him back, would we have helped 5,000 children?
That's it. I don't think you would have.
So I mean, it's a silly question.
It's where
I can't
your
get him back,
inspiration comes from.
But the point is, I miss him so much. But
what you need to think is, a piece of your dad is in every
sure.
last one of those 5,000. And I think it's brilliant also because what the Starr Trust does is it actually benefits a group of people who are a lot of times overlooked, okay? Because me as a foster carer, I'm a foster carer and I specialize in that same age group, that 10 plus.
Yeah.
Because that's when kids tend to either go off the rocks or get influenced by friends and go down the wrong path, or their families are so busy feeding the younger ones that they get forgotten.
These are seminal moments.
They get forgotten.
You can go one way or the other, and sometimes it takes money. Financial grants we give out. Sometimes it takes money. Sometimes it takes encouragement,
And I heard you say mentoring. So do you offer a mentoring part to it? So they don't just get the money.
You know
You're
what?
there to help them.
It's funny, isn't it? So we have this conversation with the young people we help and their families, and of course, the money is so important because it pays for the equipment they need. It pays for the education they're trying to get. It pays for the retraining. Of course, that's a given. But none of them ever mention the money. None of them mention the money. That what they mention is feeling part of a family, and the love and the care and the fact that people care about them.
Exactly.
Someone who doesn't know them cares about them, and we often we always talk to their. It may be their parents, it may be their carers, it may be their caseworkers. There's various social workers, all sorts. And they all benefit from this because they see what happens to the young person and the growth there. And so the impact when we help one young person is huge. I mean, it goes into the community.
It is.
It's amazing. And who knew? I mean, this is all down to Martin, the window cleaner, my end.
And that's what you knew this. But like you have to say, it takes a village to raise a child.
There you go.
And and what the Starr Trust has done is provided a village.
So for sure.
You're a village. You are. Okay, now I'm going to take you a little bit away from that because I need to tell you guys something. Yes. He my brother friend, but he a little bit crazy. And I'm going to tell you why.
Not the only one in the room.
I mean,
This is why you get on so well.
We do crazy things. Bob has set himself the ultimate challenge. The absolute ultimate challenge. The challenge that he should actually get one of them BBC Sportsman of the Year awards. Because I don't know another sportman out there doing this. Do y'all hear me? And I'm going to let you tell him what it is. Go on, Rob. Take it away. You know what it is. Okay. So as you can see, we have changed locations. Because we've moved on to the next big challenge of Rob Starr's life. And we are in his personal home gym. And why would anyone need a home gym with all this kind of equipment?
Oh my goodness.
Could it possibly be because you've got another challenge? Go on, Rob. Tell us all about your challenge.
So,
go on.
Okay. So the one of the young people we help in the Starr Trust, Nathan,
lovely Nathan,
fabulous young boy, who's 17 now. So he was a wheelchair racer. So we helped him buy a new wheelchair and training and all different stuff. And he's such an inspiration as well. And he was in the World Championships, so wheelchair racing. And 18 months ago had an accident, hurt his the one leg he can use, he damaged, he can no longer wheelchair race.
Oh no.
So they applied to us to change his sport, to go into wheelchair tennis.
Right.
And in the 18 months he's been doing that, he's now in the top 50 in the world.
No way!
He's the most incredible kid.
He is so incredible. I mean,
we're interviewing Nathan, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing an interview with Nathan. Now, Nathan, Rob holds these balls. Well, not Rob, but the Starr Trust. They hold these balls every year to raise money, to help raise money, raise the profile. And I like to donate myself. I ain't got no money to give, but I can give all the time in the world. So I give my time to the trust. They actually auction. They put me up for an auction. They auction me off, and I must admit, though, we are cheeky, though, aren't we? We do it because they know I go up there and I go, oh, that ain't enough money. Come on, more. And then what I tend to do is, usually when you have an auction, you have one winner. But I'm sorry, if I hear two people that are willing to pay £1,000, I ain't gonna give it to one for £1,001. No, I'm giving it to both of them for £1,000. And that's what I do. And that's what I do. But we haven't been able to have these balls because of the pandemic. It's really, it slowed a lot down.
It's obliterated our charity financially.
It's terrible. It really is.
Of course,
but you held a kind of like
we had
a
celebration night, and we had a silent auction.
A silent auction, and then you did this kind of an online one as well.
Yeah, we did.
And his parents bid, and they won me for a meal. And I went out to their home, what was that, 3 weeks ago?
I saw the photos. It's so cool.
3 weeks ago, and of course, they said it was for 6 people. I cooked for about 20. I just spread their table with food, but they loved it. So come on, let's carry on. So what are you doing?
So Nathan, he's got a chance of getting in the Paralympics, which is just, it's
amazing.
So they've applied to us, obviously, now to help them, and they need nearly £20,000. And we have 2 issues with that. One is the most we give as a charity is 5,000. Because we have to have a limit. We're only a small charity. The other thing is, of course, the pandemic has wiped us out financially. I'm still covering the running costs, but we don't have hardly anything to give away. So I decided I needed to do 2 things. One, I need to raise some serious funds for the charity games. We've got so many young people to help. The other thing is I've got to get Nathan to the Paralympics. I mean, he'll do that. He doesn't need my help for that. He's incredible.
But he needs the
financially.
Funds.
So I took up, after my channel swim and marathons and other stuff, I took up triathlons, and I did some Olympic distance triathlons, and then I did last year the Ironman,
which was fast.
Well, that's like the single, I think it's the hardest single day event in the world.
And was it as hard as they said?
I can't even explain how hard it was. I don't have words.
Okay.
It was that hard. Anyway, well, it was for me.
I know it was.
So anyway, I was up on the stage with Nathan, and we were chatting, and he was sort of telling me about, he needs to get to the Paralympics, and I thought, well, you know what? Whilst I can't give the money for everything he needs, and the Starr Trust needs all this money, I can, like you, I can give some time. So because I was doing some triathlons, there's an Olympic distance triathlon, which is a 1.5 kilometre swim, followed by a 40-kilometre bike, followed by a 10-kilometre run. They take me about 3 to 3.5 hours to do that.
Right.
So one to the other. So I came up with the idea in my usual way, on the spot, not thinking it through, but committing myself in front of people, so I have to do it.
Right.
So I said I'm going to do one of those every week for the whole year.
All right, let me stop.
Ridiculous.
Did y'all hear that?
Ridiculous.
1 per week for 52 weeks of the year. Boom! That's a drop the mic. That's that. Katrina! That is a drop the mic moment. So how many have you done?
So no one's ever done this before.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying.
So it's the first ever one. Well, it's now the 8th of February. And I've done 6.
6.
I've done 6. So only 46 to go.
Okay.
Because it's winter.
Yeah.
I can't swim in the sea for that distance. I'm in the sea every day still, but I'm doing like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
400, 500 meters. This is 1.5 kilometers. So I've got myself.
So show us what this is.
So I've got myself a swim machine. So shall I show you how it works?
Yeah, show me how it works.
So I get on this every Friday morning. At 6:30.
Yes.
When I start.
Oops, careful.
And at 6:30 Friday morning, I put the radio on lightly so I don't wake the kids up.
Yeah.
And I sit on this it takes me about half an hour. And I literally, ready? There you go. I'm now swimming.
Wow.
And it's a lot harder than swimming in the sea.
Right.
And
does it time you?
Yeah.
It
times me.
Can I have a go?
Yeah. You got this. Okay.
So wait a minute.
Finger through.
Like that?
Yeah. Finger through.
Alright, let's get this as a short.
Yeah.
So hang on, wait a second, Mum. If you
a bit shorter. I know, but I gotta.
You got this? Lie on there. Right, ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Swim. Now you need to do that non-stop for about 35 minutes. You ready?
I'm swimming.
You got this?
I got this. So you know
You've
what?
done about 20 seconds so far. You've got 35 minutes. So,
I thought that was at least 3 minutes.
that was about 20 seconds.
That was 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what, Rob.
So,
I'm just as crazy as you.
be careful what you say here.
Yeah, I've got this. Now she's thinking.
I'm gonna come over one weekend here.
Yeah.
And how long do you swim on this thing
Well,
for?
I swim on this. It takes me about 26 minutes to do the 1.5K.
All right, let's take a quarter of that. What's that?
Call it 5 minutes.
I'm gonna do 5 minutes on here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
5 minutes on the exercise bike.
5 minutes on your exercise bike.
5 minutes.
And 5 minutes on there.
You're done.
I'm gonna do it.
I'll sponsor you for that.
You said I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna put it I'm gonna tack it on the end of this video to show y'all that I did do it. And when I complete it, I want all of you to go on to the Starr Trust and donate.
Absolutely. Perfect.
Okay, so that's this. Now show me the next
Then-
instrument I gotta get on.
Hang on a minute. So you've agreed to this and you haven't even...
I don't even know if I can climb on the bike.
You won't get on this one. There's a much nicer one over there.
Oh,
for
okay,
you.
so I'll get on the nice one. 'Cause that one looked like I was gonna say I'd never have another child. But
I got 3. I need
I'm
one
gonna
more.
say, because I don't plan on having no more.
So until such times as it stops being too dark and wet outside, give me another month and I'll do this outside.
Okay, so let's
this is
see.
just my bike. This is just my bike.
Okay.
So,
So it's a normal
I literally sit on here
Yeah.
and I literally do just this for an hour and a half.
Oh my God.
An hour and a half is 40k. It takes me 40k. I put my iPad on there, which records how long I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
I've got a program so I ride on the roads on my iPad. And I do an hour and a half, and then I get off there.
All right.
And then the next thing I do is I then put on my shoes.
And you go where? Outside running.
Go running.
Okay.
And I
So
run
where's the
10K.
bike I can do it on? Come on over here. Is this the one?
This is the bike you're going to do it on.
So I'm gonna do this one, guys. Let me show you.
So this is this one here. Yeah. There you go. Put your foot in there, and you've got a TV screen there which will time how long you're doing.
Go forward, Mum, not
That's it.
backwards.
That's it. And then pedal away. There you go. So I do this for an hour and a half. You've got 5 minutes. You can do that, right?
I can do 5 minutes. I can do 10.
Well, let's stick with 5. Let's not overdo it. Just
Please.
Right. Have I done a minute?
No,
Have
you've
I
got
done a
about
minute?
40 seconds.
You've done about 10, 15 seconds.
I'll do 5
So
minutes.
now you understand the challenge.
I do see the challenge.
I mean, it's when I get to go outside.
The run though, Mum, you can do it as a power walk. So if you do 10 minutes rather than 5.
No.
I go outside for one, but you're definitely
And then I'm
going
doing
on here.
this.
So what we'll do on here, this one here, you get to select any speed you want.
Please don't go too fast.
There you go.
No.
It's counting you down.
It's going to start moving, Mum.
There you go.
Oh, that's too slow.
No, Mum.
Give it a chance.
Give it a minute.
Give it a minute.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Please don't fall off.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Wow. Slow down, slow down.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna do it.
And that's
I'ma do it.
And that's an hour for me.
And you do an hour.
So I do half an hour there, an hour and a half on there.
Mother!
She's still on.
Breaking stuff. Did you get that? Did you get a fall?
Good.
Good. Start the video with that.
A million times.
Okay.
It's because I fell out.
Do you need a hand?
Are you alright, Mum?
You got 5 minutes on each. You can do.
I can do. I got 15 minutes, so
She
I'm
can do
doing
that.
the 15-minute Momma
minutes.
Challenge.
15-minute Momma Challenge.
15-minute triathlon.
Yes, I'm
So
doing.
yeah, so that's what I'm doing. It takes me 3 hours. I do it 6:30 to 9:30 every Friday morning.
Wow.
And I'll be doing that every single week this whole year. And the plan is to raise £100,000.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get Nathan to the Paralympics.
Good.
And then
We are.
And then the rest will fund other Nathans.
We're going to get Nathan there. We're going to get other Nathans and Nathanas there.
There you go. Absolutely right.
Okay, great. All right, let's head back downstairs.
Wow.
Well, as you can see, Mama got arthritis in the knee, and I couldn't do the challenge. I'm so upset.
You could be in a better place though.
I'm going to need a shot after this, people. I'm going to tell you now. So, this is just a tiny peek. I just wanted to give you guys a tiny, tiny peek into the world, that which is Rob Starr. And like I say, it's all about challenging yourself, challenging others around you, but staying true to yourself. And Rob, you stay true to yourself, because it's funny when you were saying to me how when you don't go in the water, you notice it. I get a lot of people constantly at me saying, I do too much. I cook too much. Why do you have to do so much of this? And what they don't understand is when you take that element away from me, I'm not happy.
You know what?
I'm not happy. I need to.
Everyone's got 24 hours per day, and we all use that time differently. Some people want to stop and just look at life go by.
Yeah.
Some people want to jump in and create life and join into life and experience things.
Yeah.
And I think that we're told what we should and shouldn't do, but no, we're all different, and no one knows what we're capable of.
Exactly.
And the stuff you and I do, we do because we need to.
I need to do it.
It's not
as I said, that's why when I send you those messages and you come back and you go, you got this, darling. And I think, thank you.
But we need it.
I need it.
Without the stuff we do, we fall apart. We have nothing.
Yeah.
But it's okay if other people can't do what we do.
Yeah.
Exactly. They do what they need to do.
And that's what I say. You do what you have to do, what makes you you. Yeah. But these are the things that make me me.
So don't stop us.
So you can't stop me. I just do it in secret. I just don't tell them. I just won't tell them. I just do it. But I have to do these sort of things.
Absolutely right.
You know? It's about to happen. Rob Starr, our superstar, is about to approach the finishing line. Watch out for our 52 by 52 triathlon hero.